Howdy, this is Marissa with Marissa Moments. Here where I am in Chicago, it's starting to get cold, y'all, hence the hoodie and the t-shirt. Anyway, I'm inside, but it's still very, very cold. Now, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because God put it on my heart to let you know the reasons why seasons change. Now, they may change where you're at, they may not, but regardless, take this message as it resonates. The reason why we see the seasons change is as a direct reflection of the possibility and potential that we have inside of ourselves, right? Anything that happens external to ourselves either reflects where we are right now within our wounds or the potential of where we can possibly be, right? Depending upon how we look at it, how we approach it, and what direction we choose to walk in, right? Now, Spirit is saying to me right now is that as the external seasons change, so can the internal seasons, right? Now, what does that mean, right? What does it all mean, Basil? Well, let me tell you, because what Spirit has put on my heart to say is that you do not have to remain the same. You do not, right? Now, here's the thing. A lot of us, myself included, present company included, will often go around certain people and then revert to the way that we were the last time that they saw us. Because we want to be appeasing to them. We want to be appealing to them. We want to accommodate them. We want them to be comfortable. How many ways can we say the same thing, right? So then we might go into like a jokester mode of how they used to know us, or we might suppress our new intelligence, right? We may not let on the fact that we have grown, we have advanced or evolved, right? We may downplay our businesses, right? We may downplay our potential, all of these different things, because that's where they knew us. That's where we left them off. That's where they left us off, right? And now we want them to feel comfortable within the season in which they last saw us. Well, Spirit is saying no. No, just like, okay, so yesterday I felt like, I don't know if I went outside, but I felt like it was warm, right? I could go outside with just a jacket on and be okay. This morning I'm going outside with my kids and I'm freezing, right? It's freezing. And it's literally in freezing temperatures. Yesterday, not so much. Today, different, right? Now, what is God telling us through nature, right? What is Mother Nature telling us and reminding us of? We don't have to be the same way from day to day, minute to minute, hour to hour, right? Just go outside and you can see that much, right? Now, some people aren't going to be able to handle it, right? But that's not for them to handle. Now, I'm not talking about going home and switching everything up on your spouse, your significant other, your children, especially when we're talking about like in a downward direction, right? We're not talking about starting to be more negative. We're not talking about starting to be abusive or anything like that. And I'm not making light of that. I'm just telling you, seasons change, but let's change upward, right? Just because the temperature may drop doesn't mean our mood, our attitude, our demeanor has to go down with it, right? No, we're in this upward spiral right now. The reason why it's changing in such a drastic way is for us to understand, own, and recognize that we can change in a drastic way too. I mean, whichever direction you choose to go is completely up to you, but the change is possible. So stop hanging on to the old season. Stop hanging on to who you were yesterday just so that you can be more palatable to the masses. It's okay to be more serious. It's okay to show your maturity. It's okay to show your evolution. It's okay to show this complete change. You don't have to cater or accommodate to anyone, right? Now, again, as a caveat, or not as a caveat, but as a disclaimer. Now, I'm not talking about going home, switching it up on the crew real quickly, right? Where all of a sudden they're like, oh my God. No, I'm talking about when it comes to people that you haven't seen in a while. We're talking about this natural evolution. We're talking about this natural change. If you feel organically called to switch up your wardrobe, if you feel organically called to work on your vocabulary or go back to school or start that business or look into those plans or look into buying a home, whatever it is for you, take it how it resonates. But if you feel inclined to do so, then take that natural journey upward and onward, right? However, when you come back across the people that knew you back then, Don't feel like you have to become the person who you were versus who you are today. Embrace that change, embrace that growth. The reason why God allowed you to grow, the space and opportunity to grow and expand, is so that way you could be a living example for not only those around you, but those in farther reaches from you. Because people are watching. And you are giving them permission to grow on their own. We do not have to remain tethered to the season of yesterday or yesteryear, right? We can allow ourselves to change and shift and to grow with all the changes that our life seasons will provide. So that's it. Tomato.